What's up, Dragon Slayers? Today's video is about toxic ingredients to avoid. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. Let's get started. A harsh truth is that gone are the days when all the ingredients in foods were safe. For many food companies, shelf life and profits have become more of a priority than your health, which is why we have seen an uptick in toxic ingredients in our foods. Some of these may look familiar to you: pesticides, preservatives, dyes, and artificial flavors are all common food label ingredients. A good rule of thumb is if you can't pronounce it, chances are it's a chemical. It can be hard to wrap your head around the fact that ingredients that could potentially harm our health are able to get into our foods in the first place. Shouldn't there be regulations around the health status of these ingredients? Well, there used to be. Unfortunately, the rules around what is deemed safe in food products have changed dramatically over the past few decades. A new category has been created for emerging ingredients. It's called GRAS, or generally recognized as safe. Ingredients that go into this category are considered safe until proven not to be. Instead of having to spend years and hundreds of thousands of dollars proving an ingredient's safety, food companies can expedite the approval by having it evaluated by a panel of experts from the Food and Drug Administration. If there is no clear evidence of harm, despite the lack of long term research, the ingredient can be categorized as GRAS. In the past 20 years, more than 50,000 ingredients have fallen into that category. An example of a common GRAS ingredient that was allowed in our foods and then later found to be harmful is partially hydrogenated oil. In 2015, after years on the GRAS list, partially hydrated oils were proven to cause cardiovascular disease, forcing food companies to pull them from their products. Yet, for 60 years, partially hydrogenated oils were unchallenged. This lack of regulation by the FDA has many consumer protection groups concerned and is something you should be aware of. Dr. Mindy encourages you to stay away from the foods that have ingredients in them that you don't recognize. The more mysterious an ingredient sounds, the more suspicious she would be of it. A few examples of GRAS list ingredients include sorbitol, sodium aluminum phosphate, BHA and BHT preservatives, nitrates, and nitrites. To confuse matters even more, there are some ingredients that might sound benign, but they can be harmful, like natural flavorings. Isn't natural what we are going for with our food? Yes, but we need to look deeper into what natural means. The FDA defines a natural flavor as a substance extracted, distilled, or similarly derived from plant or animal matter, either as is or after it has been roasted, heated, or fermented, and whose function is for flavor, not nutrition. The key part of that definition being that the purpose of this vague ingredient is flavor, not nutrition. There are an estimated 3,000 food additives that can be placed into the category of natural flavors. According to the Environmental Working Group, many of these flavorings are chemicals, carrier solvents, and preservatives such as poly, propylene, glycol, polyglycerol, esters of fatty acids, mono and diglycerides, benzoic acid, polysorbate 80. One of the natural flavoring ingredients you may know is actually monosodium glutamate, a proven neurotoxin that has been scientifically linked to obesity, neurodegenerative brain disorders like Alzheimer's, and reproductive abnormalities. As confusing as all of this may sound, there are some simple questions you can ask yourself that will ensure you don't end up with a food that is packed with hormone destroying chemicals. How long is the ingredient list? What are the first five ingredients? Do you recognize the ingredients? Do any of the ingredients sound like a chemistry experiment? Do you What kind of oils, sugars, and flours are listed? Do you see any artificial colors, flavors, or dyes listed? You want to look at the list and feel like the food you're about to eat is made in nature and not a chemistry lab. Bottom line, nature's foods, those that come straight from the ground, are going to be best for your hormones. Take a potato versus a potato chip. A potato you buy from the store and cook at home is going to be more nutritious than a bag of potato chips that have been cooked in a harmful oils and sprayed with toxic chemicals. A chemical that is commonly sprayed on potato chips is acrylamide, which has been shown to cause cancer in animal studies and nerve damage in factory workers who are exposed to it repeatedly. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.